Hey, LaRovere here. Today I'm going to explain how do you get people to show up on set on time in the right place, especially when they're unpaid crew and actors. This is a challenge. We've all dealt with it, and I'll explain why this is something that's in the past for me and the two big things you need to focus on to make it the same for you. Numero uno. How do you get people to show up on set? The friends that you have helping you out on set is the crew and the actors and whatever. Your friends, they suck. Don't use your friends. Your friends are great. I'm kidding. Your friends are wonderful. But the problem is they have no emotional investment in your project. They are doing it simply as a favor for you. And even if they are good friends and they don't just simply not show up, they're going to reschedule. There's something that's a lower priority item for them. They have families. They have stuff they need to take care of. But they don't understand that if they have to reschedule or they have to check out of your project, if they're vital, it's going to cause you serious issues or possibly a complete stoppage of your project, which is obviously not ideal. So first thing is, don't use your friends. You need to find someone else. So I can't use my friends and family to be my crew or cast. So what do you want me to do, Nick? I don't understand. Okay, well, here's what you do. What you do is you find aspiring actors and crew, people who are either do it as a hobby or because they're actually trying to become a professional, or they already are a professional. Because if you do that, they have a personal stake in working on your project. Because they are not just doing it for you, they are also doing it for themselves. They want to have a good reputation. They want to make sure they do the best job they can. They want to continue working. So if they aren't professional, again, people talk, and people are not going to work with that person who did not show up on time or show up at all. Simple as that. If they ask me, hey man, how come you won't work with me again? I'd be totally honest with them, but usually the people who don't show up, they're not those people who ask for that kind of feedback. So first thing is they have a professional stake in it for reputation's sake. They want to do a good job and be professional. Awesome. You got the dream team together. You got it. Now, how do you get people to focus in? Good question. How do you get people to act professionally even while they're unpaid? And how can you expect people to treat your project as a professional project and bring that level of discipline to it when you're not paying them a dime? Here's what you do. Firstly, you start and finish on time. I'd say this is probably the biggest thing. The easiest way to communicate unprofessionalism to crew and cast, or to communicate that you don't appreciate their time they are giving to you, is to say, hey, we're going from this time to 6 p.m., right? And then, I'll get to feed you guys, and then you can go home. We're going to be done for the night. We'll be wrapped. Okay, except then the shoot goes from 6 to 7, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's going a little late, just a little bit longer. And they're like, well, we're already here now, so we're not going to just leave. So I'm going to stick around a little bit longer. We'll see where it goes, right? 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay, finally, hey, we're wrapped. They're in a bad mood. They didn't necessarily maybe they had a good experience leading up to that, but that can definitely spoil it, right? Even if the rest was good, that's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth. So the best thing that you can do to communicate professionalism to people, to communicate that you value their time, and to get them to come back, is start and end on time. The second big thing you can do is to take care of their basic needs. Usually people they're coming to your shoot, they're passionate about that thing, they want to be there. They don't ask for a whole lot. The big things: water, shade, safety, food. You might have to fork out a little bit, get a pop-up tent, have a nice chest of water, have some snacks, have some food, especially for people who get on set a lot. Try to avoid pizza. Have something like a sub platter, some snacks. It goes a long way. So what's the bottom line? How do you get people to act like pros even when they're unpaid? Well, basically it boils down to treating them like you value their time, taking care of their basic needs, and doing what you say you're going to do, which means starting and ending on time. All these things will go a long way and will build you a good reputation within your community. People will want to work with you again, and they will tell their friends if they ask, or unsolicited, I had a great experience with this guy or gal for this shoot. I know that this is a challenging thing for people to deal with. Me and my brother dealt with it plenty when we got started. We were using his buddies. They were running all over the place. They wouldn't listen. They showed up on time, but they just wouldn't listen. It's because they were just there as a favor. It was just a fun thing that they were doing, and we were more serious about it. So if you enjoyed this, if you found value in it, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out my website. I do usually a weekly blog post where I'm trying to provide really valuable content for directors and producers. I also do a weekly newsletter where I share stuff like productivity tips, insight, tips on visual storytelling, lots of good stuff. And I'm also building a community around that, a community where filmmakers can get critique from others, can push each other. It's all about small incremental steps in progress, and it's hard to stay on that path. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.